Good morning students. Today we will discuss about the chromosomes. Okay. Last classes we already discussed the cell organelles up to the ribosomes, mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, and next the completion of the topic ribosome, nucleus also be. Okay. Here the nuclear membrane and nucleolus and another part of the nucleus, nucleoplasm is over. Today we will discuss about that another important structure in cell organelle, that is chromosomes, right ma? Chromosomes are first discovered by the Flemons, and next another one is that who was give the term of these chromosomes, that is Wallier. Another important ma, this is chromosomes. These chromosomes were first discovered by the scientists. Okay, so many scientists do so many experiments. Chromo means a color, soma means body. Okay, when they are do some experiments, they used some fluoresceins. Okay, these fluoresceins are give a drop by drop to the experiment, especially in the cell divisions or the some embryonic cells. They can observe, they can easily identify where the color is observed by the particles. Okay, here the chroma means color, soma means body, a dense particles which are observing this fluorescein. That's why they are simply known as a fluorescein particles. Now where it is comes from, right? This is a chromonimata, right? In the nucleus, these are looks like in a thread-like structures. This is nucleus, and here the nucleolus, nucleus, right? And so many structures is there in the formation. A thread-like structures is known as a chromonimata. This chromonimata is further changes. When changes this? During the cell division. Especially during the cell divisions only, the chromonimata thread-like structures are spaciously occupies the area and forming as an two arms like structures. This is known as chromosome. Here we give a simple definition about the chromosomes, right ma? And who gave the name, the term chromosome is given by the scientist Wallier. Term given by the scientist Wallier, right? And here the definition: chromosomes are a rod-like structures which have the capability of duplication. Okay, such structures are known as here chromosomes. These chromosomes are heredity vehicles. Why? Because they have inside the DNA particles. These DNA particles can go the characteristics one generation, so the parents too, and the characters are brings the next generation through only this DNA. That's why these are T.H. Morgan do so many scientific experiments on these chromosomes and called them as an heredity vehicles. Right ma? These are also described as a heredity vehicles. And where these chromosome is occurs, where it is occurrence, right? These are present in all eukaryotic animals. Chromosomes are present in all eukaryotic animals and in some viruses, it is present as a either RNA or DNA manner without any nucleoli, or a special type of membrane is absent by this, okay, only just they are present either or RNA or DNA. In bacteria, these chromosomes are in circular in manner, okay ma. This DNA is mostly consist of the histoproteins, and some non-histoproteins also present here, non-histoproteins, right ma. And next one here, okay, once again a quick recapitulation about this chromosomes. Chromosomes are first discovered by the scientist Waldeyer, and he gave the name to them, that is the chromosomes. Chrom means color, zoma means body, okay. And next the definition of these chromosomes are the rod-like structures which have the capability of duplication, and also they take the characteristics, they take the genetic characteristics of parents to offsprings. That's why here another scientist T.H. Morgan can do so many experiments to do or to show the particular proof of about these chromosomes, to describe them as an heredity vehicles. And next these are present in all eukaryotic animals, and next in viruses we are observed only either RNA or the DNA structures. And here the chromosomes DNA consists of the histoproteins and some non-histoproteins. There is a chemical composition, and in bacteria this chromosome looks like a circular DNA structures. And next here we knowing the number of chromosomes. Chromosomes are mostly they are present in haploid condition in all germ cells. In the germ cells these are present in haploid condition. It means N condition. And where the somatic cells are there, somatic cells, here they are present in diploid condition. It means 2N ma, okay. That's why here germ cells, both sperm and ova cells, ova is consist of a single number, that is only N condition only present. Where the somatic cells in our total body, it's compared that simply either here present in a X, here only X, as some cells are present here X and some cells are present here the chromosome structure Y, and in ova total female XX, right ma. We are indicating as like this manner, where the male and here the female characteristic, right. And here the somatic cells are always consist of the chromosome number in diploid condition, that is 2N condition. For example here, okay, Ascaris megacephalo is consist of 2 chromosomes. The number of chromosomes are only in 2. This is a diploid, and only 1 pair of chromosomes are present in Ascaris. And next here Culex, the mosquito. Culex mosquito is consist of 6, and where that housefly Musca domestica, housefly consists of 8. And next here some honeybees, especially here honeybee, the male consists, these chromosomes number in this 16, and where the honeybee female consists 32 chromosomes. In especially human being is possessing, right ma, human being possessing 46, which means 23 pairs of chromosomes. 23 pairs of chromosomes are present in our body. This is a numbering, and where the shape and size, okay, their size, minimum length is requires here. The length of chromosomes, that is 0.5 microns to just 0.5 microns to 50 microns, and where width is of chromosome, that is 0.5 micron or some 5 microns to 10 or some of etc. The width is there, and especially in man the length of chromosomes is 2 to 4 to 5 microns. This is about the length, the size of the chromosomes, where the number and the size of the chromosomes and how they are in the presence of in germ cells or in our body somatic cells are condensed. Their condition is an haploid and diploid conditions. If they are performed more in number, that is polyploid condition is present in Ascaris. Many, more than 2 many, that is polyploid condition is present in Ascaris lumbricoides or Ascaris melanographa. Okay. Next, the structure of chromosomes. Okay, let us discuss about the structure of chromosomes. Structure of chromosomes is here. Right here the chromanemata is there ma. When there is during the cell division, especially the anaphase, this chromanemata undergoes various actions and performs to forming of this such type of chromosomes. Here I simply draw that the structure of chromosome. Okay. Right, these two arms are present. One is arising at the top and another one is the bottom. Okay, this is known as centromere. This structure is known as centromere. And next, this centromere is covered by a layer or surrounding by a membrane. This membrane is known as kinetochore. Next, this is the upper arm, this is the bottom. Two arms are present here. Here, this is the membrane. The membrane is mostly, these chromosomes are covered by a membrane or a layer. This layer is completely made up of with proteins. That's why this is simply known as peripheral membrane. Flexible, apellical, yeah, follicle like structures. And next here the inside presence of the cytoplasm like structure, this is known as chromoplasm, right? Inside of these here a thread like structures are present, thread like structures. These thread like structures are known as chromata, or simply that chromomere, centromere and chromomeres and chromonemata, thread like structures. These structure can be scoping observing under the microscopic structures. These are looks like here the bead like structures. Bead like structures are nothing but genes, right? They are arranged in a linear manner on the sequence, and these bead like structures are known as genes. These are present on these structures. Okay, if this type of arrangement is present on this side, this is parallel like structures, parallel like arrangement is known as parallel like arrangements are present in especially the cell division of meiosis, right? And where the somehows, if this is a chromosome, this chromosome either this side and this side, both sides have only like this parallel man, and where the another arm is there okay. In this we are just draw the helical, okay, which are completely forming like this type of arrangement is known as fluctonic arrangement. This fluctonic arrangements are appears only in mitotic cell divisions. During the mitotic cell divisions, these type of arrangements are appears. If is a single centromere, so this centromere is completely covered or surrounded by a membrane layer, this is known as kinetochore, and where the inside of having the fluid like structure, this is known as chromoplasm, and it is also covered by a complete protein made up of layer, that is simply known here the perilayer, okay. And inside there is a structure of the chromosomes. Those chromosomes are in parallel arrangements. Those are known as meiosis, especially they are appearing during meiosis cell divisions only, where the twisting manner of the arrangements are present in the mitotic cell division, where the parallel and where the twisting of the arrangements are present in the chromosomes, right? And here based on the centromere, okay, based on the centromere, these chromosomes are classified into 4 types, and another one here, this is known as primary constriction. Here where the arm is present, this is known as a primary constriction. And where here this upper arm slowly forms at the end of the arm, it is also formed as another small bulges like structures. This is known as the secondary constriction. This secondary constriction, right secondary constriction, and next here form this continuous of the chromonemata inside. This is present with the NOR. The secondary constriction is consist of the NOR. NOR means nucleolar organizing region. Nucleolar organizing region, which are which arm of the chromosome is consist of this nucleolar organizing region, that is simple NOR. NOR consists of the arm. These arms are simply called as here SAT. SAT chromosomes. SAT chromosomes, which means satellite chromosomes. Satellite chromosomes, right ma? That's why here the primary construction and where the appearance of the secondary construction. Those secondary constructions are especially formed at the tip of the end of the arm upon the chromosome, right, and form this, and it is completely organizing with the NOR, nucleolar organizing region. That's why this is known as a satellite chromosomes. Such a type of satellite chromosomes are present in our human bodies. The chromosomes are, right ma, chromosomes are 13, 14, 15 and 21 chromosomes are consist of such a type of satellite chromosomes in our body. Okay, and next here the types of the chromosomes. Types of chromosomes, let us discuss here. Based on the centromere position, based on centromere position, these chromosomes are classified into or categorized into, here the first one is metacentric chromosomes, and second one is here submetacentric, and third one is acrocentric, and fourth one here telocentric chromosomes, right ma? Here metacentric chromosomes means the centromere is exactly situated on the center of the two arms. That's why here the each arm is have their position in or length in same in manner, right? This is a centromere, and here the arm, and here also another arm. The arm's length is equal, upper and lower, right? And we draw the another right, diploid conditions. And next here submetacentric chromosomes, and now it is looks like, okay, they are also observed in the different type of during cell divisions, during the cell divisions different type of phases are present here. The observing of the scientists, they can give us some English alphabet like structures, okay. This is simply like this one ma, metacentric, right? Later we will discuss here, right? Either V or someone says it is an K. Okay, submetacentric means here the centromere is present in this, and the upper arm is some short more than the lower arm. This is a short length arm, and here the long length. This is looks like an L, where then the during the cell divisions the spindle fibers is formed, and they are pulling the towards the polar bodies, okay. They are looks like in L like shapes. Right, they are present as a L. And next here, acrocentric chromosome. In this acrocentric chromosome, one side of the chromosome is very shorter and one side of the chromosome is very longer. Very short and very long. That's why it looks like an A J in manner. Alphabet J. And where the telocentric chromosome, here the centromere is present at the tip of, there is no another side of the arm, that's why this is singly appears as an A, English alphabet as I. Okay, these are the types of chromosomes based on the centromere position. Okay, based on the centromere position, these chromosomes are classified into 4 types: metacentric chromosome, submetacentric, acrocentric chromosomes and telocentric chromosomes. Metacentric, here the name indicates as meta means median place. Here both equal arms are present on the center of the centromere. Okay, and these are described as an alphabet structure, that is either V or the K. For example, during cell divisions, this is the spindle fibers structure, and here, okay, that's why it is looks like this K, or we are also mentioned as the alphabet V, right ma, this much. And next here, and one more thing is that these are the types. And next, this chromosome mentioned the secondary construction and primary constructions, right? Here the secondary constructions are related with the NOR. Which chromosome arm is having the NOR, such type of chromosomes are called as SAT chromosomes or satellite chromosomes. Okay, and here the sister chromatids and non-sister chromosomes. Sister and non-sister chromosomes, how we can explain that? Okay, here I am just rough these types. Next here, this is the centromere, and here presents the chromosomes. Okay, each are having the same in manner, same in structure. Okay, now these two have sister chromosomes, where this one and this one is known as non-sister chromatids. Non-sister chromosomes, right ma? A simple, here a single one, here the middle, this is a centromere, right? These are the arms where they are situated in a single centromere. The two arms or the chromosomes are known as sister chromosomes, and where the couple of chromosomes here, there one arm is connected with the joined with the another chromosome arm is known as non-sister chromosomes. And here one more thing is there ma, heterochromatin and euchromatin. Okay, when this chromatin is in the form of nucleus, it looks like a thread-like structures. Okay, these thread-like structures, right? These thread-like structures are slowly condensed and formed further as a chromosomes. That is heterochromatin and eurochromatin formations is there ma, another important thing, right? And further classified into, these are a thread-like structures which are spaciously roughly arranged on the nucleus, right ma? It is categorized into two types, that is heterochromatin and another one is euchromatin. heterochromatin, right ma? Here heterochromatin means we are observed here a dark stains, right? In this we are observed in a dark stains, and euchromatin is an looks like an light, okay? These are having an light. And next here this is consists of, right ma, transcribing or transcriptions or transformations, okay? This the active is non transcribes. Here this is an active, this is an early transforms or an early replicating, early transcribing sorry, and early replications are present in the euchromatin structures. These are dense bodies and having any dark stains. Those are have the characteristics of non-transcribes and late replications here. Late replications, right ma? Late replication. This heterochromatin is again categorized into two, that is facultative and another one is constitutive. Facultative and another one is constitutive. Here facultative means this facultative heterochromatin is found in very less, okay? Facultative heterochromatin found in very less, and here the constitutive heterochromatin is found in large masses, right ma? And these are facultative heterochromatins are present on the bar bodies. For example, these bar bodies, here the female organism is there. This is consist of two XX chromosomes. Here one is show their action in this side and another X is slowly degenerates up, disappears and formed as a dark color or a dark in the stains, like this is known as a bar body, like ma? Facultative heterochromatin has found in a very less in manner, and these are we will express the facultative heterochromatin on the bar body structures. And next one is what is the chromosomes function, right ma? What are the chromosome functions? Here we are completed the structure and the types of chromosomes, and next one is where the chromatin is formed by these both anaphase structures. Here the spindle fiber is formed and along the two two arms, right ma? Two arms on the polar side regions. Here the functions of chromosomes. What are the functions of chromosomes? Main function is to transport the hereditary material, and if there is any sudden changes occurs, it leads to mutations, right? And another one that these chromosomes were present in the thread like structures. They have any genes, okay, when their conditions is known as genome like structures. Here the replications is appears and duplications with the chromosome number in high, okay. If there is an high in number, for example in human being is there ma 23 pairs is there, 46. If there is less or any increase of the chromosomal number, we facing an abnormalities in our body structures, okay. What is the main function of the chromosomes? That means it is an hereditary vehicles in our life process. Okay, ma? Thank you.